Good morning and welcome to Tuesday the 12th of January. How are we? So following the huge success of my last kind of a day in the life of and following me around for the day, I thought we'd do another vlog today. So what is on the agenda for today? So I'm just glancing at my calendar, so don't worry, that's why I'm looking over here. So I'm popping out this morning just to see a customer quickly. And whilst I'm there, I'm also going to pick up one of their backup drives from their server to do a disaster recovery test here at the office to make sure their full disaster recovery solution does its thing. That's something we do once a quarter for some of our customers. Over the road from that customer, I'm also dropping in a laptop to another customer that we've had here yesterday. It's all set up and installed for one of their employees, so I'll be sending that off over there. And after I'm done there, a very boring task of just popping into the bank. We've got some checks to pay in. Yes, some people do actually still pay us via check, so we've got to get them paid in. So that's the agenda for this morning. I'll start doing all them bits and pieces about 10 o'clock. But for this morning, I've been in the office since about 7:45 this morning. Just going to catch up with outstanding tasks that I've got on my kind of to-do list in our help desk system, and catch up with what the team have been up to as well, just to make sure there's no problems. A couple of plans to make for next week. So I'll be working on them as well. So that's the plan for this morning. I do, of course, have my coffee in my Lucid Computer Solutions mug, of course. So I'm just going to power that into me to wake me up a little more. And I'm sure we'll speak a little later on. Hello again. So one thing which we're also working on today here is this laptop. So this is a refurbished laptop, which is going to be used as a training laptop and a presentation laptop for a customer. Therefore, it didn't need to be anything super fancy, ridiculously high spec. The customer didn't want to spend a huge amount of money on this device because it's only used intermittently. So a refurb laptop was the way to go. So this one here was around about £300, and you get like an i5 processor, 8GB RAM, 256GB SSD. So super value for money, and given it's not going to be used that often and it's only going to run some presentations, it will be absolutely fine for them. So yeah, customers saved a bit of money over a new one. They'll be very happy with it. It does everything they need to, and yeah, we're just hoping to get this set up and finished and dropped off with the customer later on today. Hello. So I'm just getting ready to go out on the site visits I was talking about earlier. Since we last spoke, we have had to deal with a server being down of a customer's virtual server, so it makes things a damn sight easier to get things working again, and we quickly got it up and running. But just one of them things which just comes along, and which, not that you don't expect, but yeah, puts a spanner in the works when you're trying to get out the door and see customers and oversee what's going on with that. So all dealt with now. Guys are doing a post-mortem on it just to stop that particular problem happening again, all to do with low drive space basically. And yeah, I'm just about to get loaded up, take stuff out to the car and head out on them visits. So we'll speak again soon. So it's 12:10. I am back at the office. So yeah, I've been out and I've delivered the laptop I said I was going to deliver, collected the backup drive for the testing of the disaster recovery testing. And I just wanted to show you this drive. These are really good backup drives, because as you can see, it has this number pad on the front. And what that means is your data, which is on here, is fully encrypted. If I was just to plug this into my computer, I can't access the data. It's all encrypted basically. And you have to enter a PIN code before you can access the data. So yeah, just wanted to point that out. That's a really good solution, that is. Really like this. So anyway, I've collected that and I'm going to be doing a test restore of some data to a server here at the office just to make sure it is all working as it should be working. Nothing like peace of mind. And what else have I done? Yes, I've been out to see another customer, just a minor thing, just to drop off a laptop bag for them, just to be nice and show face and all that. And yeah, I've been to the bank as well to pay some checks in. That was fun, in my gloves and my mask. And I've just got back here to the office. I am now going to be having some lunch. And if you're that interested, I'll be having a vegetable dal and it's got chickpeas in as well. So no doubt we'll catch up again after I've had lunch, and I'll let you know the plan. Hello. So I've had a bit of food and a bit of a working lunch, updated some of our social media channels and just seen what was going on there. And now it is going to be back to it. So my plan for the next couple of hours, realistically, is to catch up in our help desk system. That's basically where we spend the majority of our time. All the work I carried out this morning, I update in our system now just to close things off and say things were set up or things were delivered or whatever it may be. So I'm going to catch up on all that stuff and see what else has come in for myself over the last few hours, because obviously I've been out. So I'm just going to catch up with that. Not anything which is that exciting, but when I start to look at those things, I'm sure the more fun stuff would appear, I am sure. So I would update again this afternoon to let you know what's come in and what we found. As I'm sure you can hear, right on cue as I'm filming this vlog, my phone has just started to ring. So I'm going to finish on that note, and we'll speak again soon. Hello, so it is 3 o'clock. I've caught up on a few things in the help desk, but not everything. Still got more to work through even, rather than walk through, which is still applicable, I suppose. Anyway, I digress. I've got my server test restore in progress. That will take a number of hours to complete, but that's running well. So I'll probably revisit that in the morning to make sure it all restored. And now, the reason I'm stood here in my running gear is because I'm going to go for a run for 30 minutes. Here's a top success secret coming here right now. If you want to avoid the afternoon lull, the little kind of drop in energy that you get, then go and extend some energy. Expend, I'm not even sure of the word, but go and do something, walk, run, cycle, just for 30 minutes, 20 minutes even, and that will recharge you. You'll be good to go for the rest of the day. So I'm going to go for a run, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Good afternoon. So I am back from my run, been back a little while, but I'm still in my sweaty running gear, which is fine. There's nobody else here at the minute, so, and there's no more planned visits from couriers or customers, so it's all fine. Just been cycling through what's going on in our help desk system. Once a day, I do almost like a management routine where it just allows me just to quickly pick up on any kind of bits we're falling short on, bits which are slipping through the system a little bit. So I just thought I'd touch on that a little bit for those that are interested in processes and systems. Don't pretend it's not exciting, because processes and systems are what makes businesses tick. So it's actually super important. Planning and processes and systems are like 80% of what you do. If you do that well, it doesn't matter whether you're an IT support business or you make candles for a living. If you've got the systems and the processes and the planning behind you, the execution becomes much easier. So in my routine, I am looking over here on purpose at my notes, just to remind myself which bits of the system we check. So first of all, what we do is a quick review of our team calendar, see what the guys are up to, because the last thing we want to do is put more work onto one of the guys who's already been booked out for something. Such a simple thing, but you just have to remind yourself who's already been scheduled for what at any given time. We have a little look through what's going on with our sales stuff, because obviously you want to keep generating sales, you want to keep following up on sales. So we always try and chip away at one or two of them tickets, as we call them, every day. As you probably noticed, then my screensaver kicked in, and that's why I went a bit dark. Then a very important area of work for us are installations and projects. So this tends to be quite, in some cases, I say quite extensive work, but just it's not your day-to-day support and maintenance stuff. It could be as simple as rolling out some new computers, but it also could be big projects like server migrations or email migrations, or moving people from something to something new like Office 365 for files and for their email, basically overhauling their entire systems and how they work. Big area of the business for us, and something we really do need to keep on top of. So I always check that. We've got one particular project at the moment which really trying to get over the line. So I'm checking daily on that particular thing just to make sure we're making progress. And we are, which is great, which is fantastic. I've just checked the progress on that particular project, and it's going really well. It's coming towards a close, which is great. Then we have some proactive work. Proactive work is where we have tools which tell us about potential problems with computers before the problem actually happens. So it could be as simple as somebody's running out of drive space. It could be to do with the performance of like the processor or the RAM, or it's overheating. And we get a lot of alerts. A lot of them require action, and a lot of them don't. So we do need to keep tabs on that little area from time to time. So again, just have a quick glance at that to make sure that we haven't slipped anything which is really important. The really important stuff was going back to this morning when I talked about a server offline. We've got tools which told us that server was offline. So obviously we don't really miss stuff like that. But there's nothing wrong with checking once a day that you've caught up on everything on there. And then finally, we just have a glance at what ticket hasn't been allocated to anybody yet. So we have a queuing system. We're constantly allocating work out to the team, and we just see what's sat there, see if there's anything we can get to anybody, see who's free and available. And then just giving the once over on the general support. A lot of what we do is general day-to-day support. Could be as simple as this thing is broken, this thing isn't performing as it should. It could be as simple as I've forgotten a password. But that is our bread and butter. If we don't do that well, and if we don't do that properly, we don't get to do all the fancy stuff like the projects and the installations and the consultancy. You've got to do support well, and each and every one of us, we all do support, because I can't stress how important it is. You get that right, everything else falls into place, believe me. So I whiz through that. The good news is today is a good day. We're on top of everything. That's not always the case. I'm always honest and open with people. Sometimes, the odd thing drops through the net, but by doing these checks, we're able to catch it and go, hold on a second, we haven't actioned this, let's get on top of it. So just been through that routine, and I am going to wind things down for the day. It's 4:15. I'm going to bring things to a close shortly, because if I start on anything new now, I'll spend a lot of time on it, and it's 4:15. I want to be home at a decent time today, so I will probably wind things down and get out of these sweaty clothes. I think I'll catch up with you once more before I leave, and that'll be it. When I can stop the right, vlog fans, this is going to be a wrap from me. Before I go, please do smash the like button for me. Really helps grow our channel, really helps spread the word about us. So please do smash the like button. One thing as well I wanted to say is thank you to all our subscribers. We're now past the 500 subscribers mark, and kind of as a little acknowledgement of that, I'm hoping to do a Q&A video. So if you have any questions you'd like to ask me for a Q&A video, which I'll produce and put out on YouTube, please do post your question in the comments below for that video, and I'll check them. And if they're not offensive and interesting, I will answer your questions in a Q&A video. So please do that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why on earth not? Please do subscribe to the channel. We're releasing new content all the time, and all the links are down below to connect with me on other platforms such as Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So that's been me, Gavin from Lucid Computer Solutions. Another day spent with me. I'm sure you find it as interesting and riveting as I do. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.